Hello, brothers and sisters, lovely people. It is a beautiful day here in Mount Shasta, the meeting place of heaven and earth. God and Goddess, thank you so much for the beautiful birds that have been gracing me with their music this morning and all this beautiful scenery, nature that surrounds me here in Mount Shasta. Thank you so much for the seeds that got planted during the full moon and all of the cool experiences that we all had at the National Essene Gathering. Thank you for your continued guidance in trying to plan the Lionsgate Gathering and get all of those things together. Please help that be a big success for a lot of people to come and have seeds of truth planted and help us make heaven on earth. In the name of Elohim, I pray. Amen. Realistically, we don't need to ask too much help. They're already doing it. And in the end, everything is going to be okay. Today on the Nazarene calendar, it is Mother Earth Day. And the prayer here on our screen, God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To the kingdom of the earthly mother, send your angel of joy. Show us ways that we can bring more joy to this beautiful earth. One of the scriptures that I really love in Holy Megillah, the Nazarene Bible of the Essene Way, translated by Dave Greenleaf and available at essene.org. Actually, at the gathering, they said that today's final Megillah will be out in November. So I definitely encourage you to keep your eyes peeled for that one, so to speak. But in chapter 61 of the Holy Godspell, Yahshua is talking about different forms of yoga. We read through this before if you would like to go back to that. But in verse 7, let's see. Well, maybe I'll just read this whole part, and then the last part is the one that I really love. Joy is the fruit of a well-lived life that results in a relatively high degree, relative to other human beings of your era, of bliss consciousness. The goal of joy yoga is, as the term declares, union with joy. The various practices of joy yoga are the various means by which Nazarene yogis seek to experience union with joy. I will name several such practices, but first want to remind you of the last words spoken by the Nazarene woman Simcha at the time of her ascension unto El Kush. Play. Her last word was intended as her final teaching on joy yoga before ascending to become the chief messenger angel of joy. Like Simcha, who became angel Simcha El, or Simcha El, Ben Jala and I emphasize the importance of various forms of play. In a world where the group consciousness includes violent warfare and abundant murder and mayhem, such as in this contested world, it is far more challenging to remain joyful than when you reside in a higher heaven where the vibrations are far more harmonious. Yea, I tell you truly, to find joy amidst a violent group consciousness is not easy, and even the Lord and Lady have shed tears at the human folly that leads to so much pain and discord in this world. The key to experiencing joy, even amidst a violent world, is to view everything within the scope of spiritual evolution and the belief in the ultimate universal salvation of all beings that will bring ultimate joy to universal Yahweh, the All. That way, all the sad things that you see can be viewed as heading for eventual healing and salvation, and can thus be incorporated into an attitude of peaceful joy regardless of outer circumstances. I love that. What a great perspective as well, especially with all of the nonsense that the powers that be have going on all around us, and the ways that they try to make our own lives disharmonious and just, separated and chaotic and that survival of the fittest, that survival mode where people are not in rest, they're not in joy, they're not in peace. And that is where they thrive because they feed off of our suffering. So, yes, today being Mother Earth Day, may we all be joyful and find those different ways to be joyful, finding how to change our lives in the ways that bring us joy so that we can be filled with joy and share that joy with others. It's definitely something that I am working on, easier said than done. So I'm preaching to myself as well, but this book definitely gives me a lot of hope and encouragement and love and compassion and forgiveness, and I really appreciate that. So that is why I continue to share it with you. I was actually thinking about reading the next chapter in the book today, but I got distracted by looking up some different vegan recipes and didn't make my thumbnail. And so I decided that I would put that off for now. So maybe tomorrow, if nothing comes up, there are some other people in town, fellow Nazarenes. I'm not really sure. They're only going to be in town for a few more days, so I'm not really sure what their schedule is going to be like and if we're going to be meeting up and going somewhere. So I'll let you know. That is all that I have for today, really. Hi, Kyle. How's it going? Hopefully, you are doing well. My lips are so chapped. I shouldn't lick them. I need to get some chapstick. Okay, before I jump off, just to mention the Lionsgate Lions Gathering here in Mount Shasta. Not less than, tomorrow it'll be 1 week away. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to have different priests and priestesses here to not only have this part of the gathering, but also the private Megillah lovers portion where we're going to have people get to, have private teachings and go deeper into this stuff as opposed to the public teachings for people that aren't really familiar with the Megillah and our Nasserean way. Yeah, I'm really excited to have those deeper teachings and the communions and the group discussions and outings and all the stuff that is coming down the road. Kyle said, I'd get distracted by vegan recipes too. Yeah, definitely, especially since I have to plan for this 8/8 event. Yeah, it's right around the corner. And there are multiple days worth of meals that need to be planned and bought and made and all of that. So definitely a lot going on right now. Kyle said, did the dresses fit? Yes, they did. I did not take any pictures because I was not picture ready. But yes, they did fit, and I will try to get them on again soon and yeah, to show you what they look like. But yes, thank you very much for the dresses and the shirt. I really appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who has been with me on this journey and having patience and love and compassion for me, even when I am not as consistent as I'd like to be here on live streams. All right, I am going to jump off here. I hope that you have a wonderful day. May God and the Goddess bless you.